Are you finding it very hard to quit drinking? Do you just come home at night and you just drink a whole bottle of vodka and you just cannot control yourself? Are you finding it very hard to stop smoking weed? You smoke a whole pound a day. You get up in the morning, you wake and bake. You finding it really hard to stop scrolling on social media and looking for something to entertain you? Do you just feel really bored? Are you finding it hard to stop eating a lot of junk food? You just eat a bunch of cake and ice cream and fast food and Wendy's and McDonald's, and you know it's causing you to gain weight. Are you smoking a lot of nicotine and you find that you're really addicted to it and you can't get in the gym? Have you found that you are very addicted to playing video games and just you play video games like 12 hours a day? Well, you clicked on the right video. In this video, I'm going to share with you some ways that you can help overcome all of your unhealthy addictions. If you're new to my channel, I'm Raheem the GOAT, and I give daily mental health tips, helping people improve their mental health so that they can be more successful, get more girls, get more gains in the gym, make more money. If you find this content helpful, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So, I actually struggle with an alcohol addiction. I used to drink a lot of alcohol. I used to drink, I would get it's just called this peanut butter whiskey, Screwball. I would just literally drink the whole bottle, like literally just drink the whole bottle, and I'd be drunk out of my mind. Like I drink some Captain Morgan. Sometimes I would drink. There was this other stuff I don't remember what it's called, but it was some strong, like some hard liquor. Like I would just get off of work and I would literally drink all of it. Like I get really drunk, and I got to the point where I started drinking alcohol to literally escape all of my problems in life. So let me just tell you some things that I've learned and experienced over time. Having an addiction like, porn, like um, touching yourself and stuff like that, or drinking alcohol, smoking weed, all that stuff. I feel like it all comes. It's it's those are different things, right? But they all are under the same umbrella as far as like dopamine and addictions and everything. So it feeds the same like that void that you're trying to fill when you do these things. It's feeding that same void. Like when you're on social media and you just keep looking for entertainment and you just can't seem to stop looking for something to do and you always feel bored. Yes, you're the reason that you aren't the reason that you have to keep drinking more and more and more, you got to keep smoking more and more and more, or you're just on social media all day and you never feel happy or content, is because you are trying to fill a void that can't that void will never be fulfilled with the things that you are doing. So, and I and there's a lot there's more like better ways to fill that void, because no matter what you do, because all this stuff, drinking alcohol, smoking, touching yourself, scrolling on social media, looking for all these forms of instant gratification, which these are very bad habits, these are not going to fill that void and make you happy. So let me give y'all some ways that you can actually be happy and feel content and feel proud of yourself. So one thing you can do is you have to find something that fulfills you. You have to find your purpose. You got to find like a passion or a hobby. You have to do something that is worth your time. You have to do the healthy habits that's going to get you to where you need to be, like going to the gym. Because like for instance, going to the gym, like you have a routine and you're doing progressive overload and you're like, okay, I'm lifting this amount of weight. Now, late like in a month or so, I'm gonna be lifting this amount of weight, and that's my goal. So when you're locked into that goal and you're constantly obsessing about, okay, how can I reach this goal? How can I make more money tomorrow? How can I make more money next month? How can I do this or that? You're focused on a goal that's going to benefit you in the long run. So as a result, you're you're taking your energy away from all the toxic things and bad habits that you were originally like you know smoking and drinking, and you felt that sense of emptiness before you do it, and you do it and then you're only satisfied while you're drinking, and then when you come back to reality, then you're back to being, you're back to feeling the same way you felt before. So you have to find something that you enjoy and that you find pleasurable. I've always found that taking walks really helps. And you have to build these habits up. You got to continue to do these good habits. I feel like mental health it's something that has to be maintained. You have to do it over and over again. You have to build these good habits. Now, I feel like another way, in which is more important, you have to change your identity. You really have to change your identity. You have to go from a person who you be like, okay, because when you stop drinking, right? When you stop drinking, you're not thinking about, oh, yeah, I haven't really gotten drunk in 30 days or 60 days, or I haven't smoked in this amount of time. No, I just don't smoke. I just don't drink. I don't do that stuff. I changed my identity. I don't drink anymore. That's not me. I don't do that. So you have to change your identity rather than trying to change the addiction or change the problem. Once you change your identity and you picture yourself and you visualize yourself not doing that anymore, like that not being you, you're not that person, then everything starts to change when you start to become a new person. And a lot of this, identity stuff is really you you have to find your true self. And what I mean by that is that all the problems and issues that you have in your life right now is coming from within your own heart. You have to some helpful things that you can do is you can meditate and you can journal, and by doing that you're basically doing some introspection of yourself and figuring out who you are and what you want out of life. That is the best way to overcome any addiction. I promise you, you will overcome any addiction. When you start doing the right habits and you you just become a new person, you reinvent yourself, I promise you, you will not struggle with these addictions. You have to think about things from the bigger picture, because the more you drink and the more, because you have to think about it like this. You are basically, when you indulge in these instant gratification activities, like, these things give you pleasure in the moment, like drinking alcohol or being on social media. You scrolling on social media and you feel kind of good for a second, right? You're stealing happiness from your future self. Like you know how when you go to the gym or you're reading and you're doing stuff like that, you don't get the happiness from it right away. It takes some time, and that is known as delayed gratification. So, in order to get the things that you want in life, you have to do the things and build the right habits that's going to make you successful. Because if you continue doing the right habits for the right amount of time, you will be successful. You will make it. You will get out of whatever situation that you're in. You will feel happier. You will make it through. One big thing that you have to do is you have to love yourself. And this is basically like self-love. Think about it like you're doing this for your future self. You're doing it for your future self. You think drinking, like you getting drunk tonight, or you going out to party, or you know, you smoking a bunch of weed, what is that doing for your future self? You have to ask yourself that. Are you helping your future self by what you're doing right now? And that is the reason that you will, if you continue doing these activities, you will continue to be addicted to them. Now, it's not necessarily, it's easier said than done. But what you have to do is try to reduce it, you know. So let's say you get drunk 7 days a week. You drinking every single day, right? You getting drunk every single day. Okay. What you gonna do is you're gonna get drunk every other day. You're gonna try to get drunk every other day. And then you're gonna keep doing that until you just like going lower, 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 and lower. Because you can't feel bad that you relapse. You know what I'm saying? Because relapsing is gonna happen. It's a part of life. It's a part of life. If you've been drinking, if you've been addicted to something for like 8 years, how are you going? You can't just expect yourself to get unaddicted to it in just 1 week. It doesn't work like that. So you have to find that happy medium. You have to look at the progress that you've made. You got to have a sense of gratitude for all like the progress that you make. And this is with anything in life. You have to have a sense of gratitude, be thankful that you're making that progress. Instead of looking at it from, oh yeah, I got to do this amount. Like you're like, instead of looking at your goal and saying, yeah, I got to reach that goal, and you feeling like, and you don't feel a sense, you need to feel that sense of progression. Like, okay, I'm more towards my goal now. I'm getting to where I want to be. Just, you have to take it one day at a time. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all on this video. Be sure to subscribe if you found this content helpful, and go ahead and drop your email down below. I'll have a link that you can just, put it in. You can just drop your email down in there, and I'll be sending daily tips on how to improve your mental health, which will lead to better success with in your dating life, relationships, your fitness, your career, and all of the goals the goals that you have. And pretty soon I'll also be doing one-on-one coaching and talking to people and stuff like that for free. So if that's something you're interested in, also put that down in the description. Put that down in the I have like a contact form for the email. So put your email, your name, and your number, and all that, and put that in the description, and write down that you want to get some coaching, and I'll definitely be happy to do that. But anyways, that's all I got for y'all. Remember, never ever ever give up, because your younger self is rooting for you. Peace out.